They have one of the most dangerous jobs in the world. These Syrian first responders were on their way to the scene of a suspected airstrike in Idlib last month. Instead, they became the target themselves.
In the first moments, there was too much dust, flames and shrapnel. When the dust cleared, I checked my body and was fine. Then I started looking for my colleagues. All of them were laying on the ground. There was a walkie-talkie near one of their bodies. I took it and called operations, which sent ambulance teams for us.
The first responders work for an NGO called Violet. We went to its headquarters in the Turkish border city of Hatay to meet the team responsible for training and managing ambulance staff. In the office, a tribute to their 3 colleagues who lost their lives in the airstrike.
It's not the first time, and unfortunately, I don't think it will be the last with targeting humanitarian workers. We have the ambulance lights on the roof of the ambulance, and it's written that ambulance, and the location was open, so it's the location where the ambulance was targeted was open area, so there's nothing to attack except the vehicle.
The UN says that at least 26 health facilities have been attacked in the last few months. They've been hit with airstrikes even though NGOs and the UN have given some of those hospitals coordinates to Moscow to prevent attacks. Well, one of the tactics that have been used against rescue workers is known as a double tap strike. The warplanes hit an area inside Syria, they come around and they hit the area again. Now, these types of attacks on aid workers are violations of international humanitarian law. Despite condemnations from the international community, the regime continues to carry out these kinds of attacks with no repercussions.
I would like to tell the world that I'm not a target. This should be communicated on the ground to put an end to the targeting of ambulance, medical teams and civilians.
The first responders work in an area almost completely inaccessible to aid agencies. And they're being repeatedly targeted by regime airstrikes. These guys are what you call the heroes team.
Yeah, we call it heroes team because they are really heroes.
Locals here don't just call them heroes. When an airstrike hits, they're also their last hope. Sarah Firth, TRT World, Hatay on the Turkish-Syrian border.